This is iFIBER 1 News. Here are today's top stories.
It's been 4 years since Jose Pichardo was shot and killed while driving to work in Moses Lake, and police continue to seek the suspect.
With just 24 hours until the polls close, nearly 50% of ballots in Chelan County and 41% in Douglas County are in auditors' hands and ready to be counted.
The wind was howling last night, but the Royal Knights and Naches Valley Rangers still squared off to see who would make the state tournament. The CWB-1B is only sending one volleyball team to the state playoffs this year, which made this game the biggest of the season.
From the iFIBER 1 newsroom, this is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
It's been 4 years since Jose Pichardo was shot and killed while driving to work in Moses Lake, and police continue to seek the suspect. Detectives have made several attempts to arrest 22-year-old Luis Suarez Galvan, but he's managed to avoid capture with help from his friends. Suarez Galvan is charged with first-degree murder, second-degree murder, and drive-by shooting in connection to the Halloween night shooting in 2014. According to Moses Lake Police, Suarez Galvan allegedly shot Pichardo on West Valley Road. Pichardo, who had spent his lunch break with his mother and was on his way to work, lost control of his car and crashed into a home. Investigators say they have received information that Suarez Galvan may have been spotted in the Grant County and Yakima areas. Anyone with information on the case, the whereabouts of Suarez Galvan, or on anyone who is helping him is urged to contact Moses Lake Police at 509-764-3887. This is Joe Utter for iFIBER 1 News.
This segment is brought to you by
Change doesn't have to be complicated. With a low-profile microwave hood combination that's ready to install right out of the box. It fits in the same space as your under-cabinet hood, so you can get your microwave off the countertop and make space for the routines worth keeping. The low-profile microwave hood combination from the #1 selling appliance brand in the USA.
Whirlpool Appliances, now available at more furniture in Ephrata.
With just 24 hours until the polls close, nearly 50% of ballots in Chelan County and 41% in Douglas County are in auditors' hands and ready to be counted. The return rate has Chelan County Auditor Skip Moore recalling the 2016 presidential election, when 80% of voters cast a ballot. Moore said he wouldn't be surprised if the number gets that high again in this midterm election. That's unusual, but there are a lot of competitive races in play. From Dino Rossi versus Kim Schreier for Congress, down to local sheriffs, commissioners, and judges. This year was the first to feature paid postage on ballot envelopes, and it's made a difference. In the past, auditors would normally see about 70% coming in through a drop box, and the other 30% through the mail. Right now, the split is about 50-50. iFIBER 1 News will feature a complete coverage of tomorrow's results on our website and via Facebook and Twitter. Jefferson Robbins, iFIBER 1 News.
This segment is brought to you by
Your taste buds bored? Well, then bring them to Jay's Teriyaki. Not only does Jay's have a variety of teriyaki dishes, they also offer mouth-watering salads and sides. Call Jay's 509-764-5155. Jay's Teriyaki, located at 123 East Broadway in Moses Lake, because it's all in the sauce.
The wind was howling last night, but the Royal Knights and Naches Valley Rangers still squared off to see who would make the state tournament. The Knights were the heavy favorites to win the game, and it didn't take long for them to get to work. Royal started with the ball, and it took 4 running plays to get into the end zone, but things only got worse for the Rangers from there. Royal put up 56 points in the first quarter. Those scores included 5 rushing touchdowns by Alonzo Hernandez on 7 carries and 3 defensive touchdowns. Lorenzo Myrick and Owen Ellis both scored on pick sixes, and Jack Diaz returned a fumble for a touchdown. The wind was blowing against Royal in the first quarter, which the Knights took full advantage of. They sent the kickoffs high into the air, which resulted in the ball being blown back towards Royal, making it hard for the Rangers to recover the kickoff. Royal recovered 3 kickoffs in the first quarter, all of which the Knights converted into touchdowns. Early in the second quarter, now with the wind at their back, the Knights aired it out. Quarterback Sawyer Jenks found Angel Farias for a 54-yard touchdown to take a 63-0 lead. Myrick cut through the Rangers' defense and scored another touchdown for the Knights, giving them a 70-0 lead at halftime. Aldo Farias returned the opening kickoff of the second half for a touchdown, but it was the last touchdown the Knights would score. A missed extra point made the score 76-0. The Rangers finally caught a break when they forced a fumble and returned it to the Knights' 30-yard line. A 3-and-out led to a 45-yard field goal, breaking Royals' run of 21 consecutive quarters without being scored on. The Knights marched down the field and got stuffed on the goal line, which led to a safety on the opening play of the Rangers' ensuing drive. The Knights ran the clock out from there and won 78-3 to clinch a state playoff berth. After the game, Hernandez said that he's always confident in his offensive line to make the lanes necessary for him to make big plays. The seating committee will meet on Sunday morning at 9 a.m. to decide Royals' fate going into the state playoffs. No matter who they play, there is a strong chance Royal will be hosting in the first round of state next week. I'm Adam Chikoski for iFIBER 1 Sports. The CWB-1B is only sending one volleyball team to the state playoffs this year, which made this game the biggest of the season. The Wilson Creek Devils and Patero's Billy Goats both win 11-1 in the conference, with each loss coming from each other team. Each team won their home matches, but this match was on the neutral court, Moses Lake High School. These two teams were extremely evenly matched, and that was apparent through the entire afternoon. Neither team was able to pull away from the other, with many of the points coming after long, hard-fought volleys, but only one team could win. The Devils took the first set 25-17, but the Billy Goats came storming back to win the second set 25-22, and the third set also by 25-22. The Devils rallied and took the fourth set by the score of 25-17 to force a fifth set. The fifth set, Pateros took a slight lead before the Devils leapfrogged them to take control of the set. That's when the Billy Goats caught fire and tore past the Devils, finishing the final set by a decently large margin of 15-11. The win makes the Billy Goats the CWB champs and clinches them a state playoff berth, while the Devils' season is over. The state tournament will begin this coming Thursday at the Yakima Sundome. I'm Adam Chikoski for iFIBER 1 Sports.
This is iFIBER 1 News. For more information on these stories and other news, visit us online at iFiber1.com or check us out on Facebook.